Every air travel passenger's worst nightmare came to life this week when a British Airways jet caught fire while readying for takeoff in Las Vegas. But some of the passenger behavior was almost as shocking. Here with what not to do when fleeing a burning plane is Marketwatch's Quentin Fottrell. Quentin, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
So by now we've all seen the images of passengers who were fleeing this plane with their luggage in tow. They're wheelie bags. Clearly, this is not advisable.
No, and passengers are usually told in circumstances like this to leave their luggage behind and to, form an orderly queue, because if you're getting your luggage out of the overhead,
it's slowing everything down.
Well, it could potentially be very dangerous in a situation like this.
Absolutely. And so what about, we saw those inflatable rafts and we saw people actually using them to get out of the plane.
Right.
Those rafts are not meant for people and their luggage.
Right. Those rafts are emergency escapes. There's a very high gradient. It's the fastest way to exit a plane. It's not the safest.
Right.
And you're not supposed to have bags of goodness knows what following you down the emergency slide.
Can you imagine? So do we know what the instructions were that the crew gave the passengers?
We can assume they were given the correct instructions, which is leave your stuff behind,
Form
exit.
an orderly queue.
Yes, but I did speak to British Airways. They didn't comment on the actual specifics of this particular flight, except to say they were being fully cooperative, and that people who had been brought to the hospital have been released.
Right, so no one has lasting injuries that we know of,
right.
Thankfully. Now, in a case like this or another case, can a passenger or all passengers face penalties or repercussions for not following the instructions of the crew?
In most circumstances, passengers are required by law to follow the instructions of the crew. So yes, you're not only putting yourself at risk and other people by not following those instructions, are also potentially going against the law.
Now, here's what kills me. There were some people taking selfies on the life raft, correct? Or on the escape raft?
On this escape raft, I'm not sure if they were taking selfies, but they have on previous.
They have on previous ones,
yes.
Okay. All right.
But certainly people were stopping on the runway to take photographs of and you can see the temptation. Your plane, you want to share it with your family, your adrenaline is high, there's been a panic, you feel safe, but runways are not, when there are other planes taxiing, are not the safest places to be. You want to really make sure you are in the airport as soon as possible. Also, this was a plane that was about to take off, so it was full of fuel. So
Which is a burning plane that is full of fuel is one that you want to get out of right away.
You don't want to stop and turn and put down your wheelie bag and start filming it with your iPhone. You really don't.
You really don't. We're being honest.
Citizen journalists, we love them.
Right.
But you want to take care of yourself first.
Thank you so much for that, Quentin. Let's hope none of us are ever in that circumstance, but now we know. Thank you so much.